Hey buddy, how's everything going at school?
It's tough. I just failed that big history test. I studied so hard, but it still didn't work out. I feel like I'm just not cut out for it.
I get it. You worked hard and it feels discouraging. But let me tell you something. In life, failure is just part of the journey. It's not the end of the road. What matters most is how you respond to it. You remember what I always say?
Never give up.
That's right. And let me share a little story with you. I wasn't always good at everything. In fact, when I was your age, I struggled with school too. There was this math teacher I had, Mr. Harris. Tough guy. I remember spending hours on one problem, and no matter what I did, it never seemed to add up. It was frustrating.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I bet it does. But here's the thing I want you to understand. That frustration, that feeling of wanting to give up, that's when most people quit. But persistence? Persistence is when you push through that feeling. It's when you keep going, even when it feels impossible. And I'm going to tell you something I learned the hard way. Those moments where you feel like you can't go on are often the moments right before everything clicks.
So you're saying failing wasn't the end of it?
Exactly. Failure is just a stepping stone. You learn more from failing than from succeeding easily. Think about it. If I hadn't spent hours on those math problems, if I'd given up when it seemed too hard, I wouldn't have built the grit I needed for life. It was in those moments of struggle that I learned the most important lesson. Success is built on persistence, not perfection. Take a look at this tree. You see how tall and strong it is, but you know what most people don't think about? The roots. This tree didn't get here by standing still. It took time, years of pushing through storms, enduring tough conditions, and growing bit by bit, even when the winds were at their fiercest. Life's like that. The storms, the struggles, they make you stronger, but only if you persist.
So if I just keep trying, I'll get there?
Yes, son, you will. I remember another time when I was just starting my career. I had a dream job in mind, but every door I knocked on slammed in my face. Rejection after rejection. At one point, I even thought about giving up, but I didn't. I kept learning. I kept growing. And one day, out of the blue, I got a call. The company that had rejected me before wanted to hire me. Not because I was the best on paper, but because they saw my persistence. They saw someone who didn't quit, and that made all the difference.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was. But the key thing here is not the success, it's the journey. Every setback was an opportunity to learn, to improve. Remember, every time you fail, it's like a seed planted in your growth, and persistence is the water that helps it sprout. Here's something I want you to do. Write down your goals, big ones, small ones. Write them all down, and next to each one, write down why it matters to you. This will remind you, especially on tough days, why you need to keep going. I do this myself every year. It helps me stay on track.
I think I can do that.
You've already got what it takes. Persistence isn't about being the smartest or the most talented. It's about keeping at it when everyone else might stop. And trust me, the road ahead will be filled with challenges, but you've got the strength inside you to overcome them.
I get it now. It's not about never failing, it's about not giving up when you do.
Exactly. And one day, you'll look back on these moments and be proud of yourself for sticking with it. Because persistence doesn't just lead to success. It shapes you into the person you're meant to become. If you found this lesson helpful, take a moment to share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more life lessons that can inspire your journey. Remember, no matter what life throws at you, never give up. Keep pushing, keep growing, and you'll get there. Never give up. The power of persistence.